Firstly, we'd like to take you through how we're tackling ad fraud with some simple and effective solutions, all free tools developed by IAB Tech Lab. Ad fraud can be a challenge in the digital advertising supply chain, and it comes in different forms, from bot traffic and click farms to spoofed domains and fake inventory. Ads.txt is a solution that tackles ad fraud based on spoofed domains and fake inventory. And despite its slightly techy sounding name, it's actually a really straightforward solution. The ads part of ads.txt stands for authorized digital sellers. And the txt part indicates that this information is delivered via a simple text file. Using ads.txt couldn't be easier. Publishers are able to add the file to their website at the root domain. For example, irishtimes.com/ads.txt. And this creates a publicly available list of sellers that are authorized to sell or resell their inventory. And that's it, simple. You can check whether a site has an ads.txt file by typing in the domain +/ads.txt. AppAds.txt is the equivalent for in-app inventory. The easiest way to think of ads.txt is similar to how luxury brands such as Rolex would provide a list of official retailers on their website. Visiting one of these official retailers ensures that you purchase a genuine Rolex, in the same way that buying a site's inventory through a seller listed on ads.txt file ensures that you're buying genuine and not spoofed inventory. An ads.txt file consists of 4 pieces of information: the domain name of the advertising system or exchange, the publisher account ID, the type of relationship between the publisher and the seller, and the type of inventory being sold. Depending on where you sit in the advertising supply chain, the way that you will use an ads.txt file will vary. So if you're a publisher or a media owner, such as DMG Media, you need to have an ads.txt file that is kept up to date. If you're an indirect seller, such as Teads, you need to ensure you're listed on all of your top publisher partners' ads.txt files. If you're a buyer, such as Group M, you should request that your downstream partners only run your advertising through ads.txt traffic, and you specify that within your T's and C's. And finally, if you're an advertiser, you need to ask your partners if they adopt ads.txt, and if not, what they are doing to protect your ads from appearing in spoofed domains. More recently, the gold standard added sellers JSON and the supply chain object to its armory to tackle ad fraud. Both are also IAB Tech Lab initiatives, and they act as an extension to ads.txt by providing transparency of who is involved in the sale of an impression further up the chain. Sellers.json is a file implemented by a supply-side platform, an SSP, declaring who they are selling inventory for, and therefore this should mirror the information you see about a seller on the ads.txt file. Supply chain object is the name of a field in the bid request, which a seller can look at to identify all of the companies who were involved in the sale of any one impression. In tandem with ads.txt, sellers.json and the supply chain object aim to improve accountability and transparency within the digital supply chain and to strengthen the industry's ability to combat ad fraud.